Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshumalitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Now we are in the situation that Dhruva Maharaj has left home. What happens next? Naradatas Upakarnya Naradatas Upakarnya Gyatva Tasya Chikeshitam Sprishva Murdhani Agagnena Panina Praha Vishmitaha. So what does it mean? The great sage Narada overheard this news and understanding all the activity of Dhruva Maharaj, he was struck with wonder. He approached Dhruva, touching the boy's hand with all virtuous hand, as he spoke as follows. So Srila Prabhupada is saying something beautiful. So question is that how Narada can know what is happening. Correct? First question will come. So Prabhupada says no, Narada is a Trikalagna. He is so powerful, he can understand past, future, present, everyone's heart, just like us supposed to. But he is not all pervading, but by the mercy of Krishna, being a great Acharya, pure devotee of Krishna, he is informed. Another point Srila Prabhupada says is that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is present in everyone's heart. And as soon as he understands that a living entity is serious about entering the devotional, his senses represented in this way. In this way, Narada was sent to Dhruva Maharaj. So, many times people ask this question, how I'm going to find a bona fide guru. First, you become qualified student. That is the first thing. When we become serious, then guru will be revealed. Just like Srila Prabhupada was in Delhi, Chippiwada. If you see that area, it's the busiest place in India. So it's like Chandni Chowk area. And even then, lakhs of people saw him, could not recognize. Same personality. After some years, after he came after making 108 temples all around the world, there was a mob to even receive him in the airport. But people could not recognize him previously. So they can be guru present before him. You may not recognize. Even Krishna was present before people. They could not recognize. Okay? So first you become qualified and sincere. Then even when the guru is present, it will, oh, here it is. This person can guide me. Okay? So it's what is needed. First let us be serious. We see, even though we are repeating the message of the Guru Parampara, okay? So many people come to the course and we see, what do we see then? Most of them won't go away. Before even the course closes. 100 people register and the course 10 are there. Why? One of the reason is, true, the teacher also has to present properly, but one of the reason is what? People are not serious. They come to the course looking for something funny. We don't show some silly magics. That's what most of these joker gurus do today. We're not interested in that. Neither Prabhupada did. When Shukadeva Goswami was talking to Parikshit Maharaj, he was not showing some gimmicks or taking his hand and putting on his head and giving him electric shock. And then say, oh, I lost all my spiritual energy. There was no rubbish like this happening. Correct? There was clearly he's talking with sense. And Parikshit Maharaj is inquiring with all sense, why this is like this? How do I understand this? So there is a talk with proper discussion and understanding. In Bhagavad Gita also you see, Krishna and Arjuna are talking. Not some magic is shown to Arjuna. No. Okay? So the real guru will come when the real disciple is there. Just like you say, you want to pass IAS examination and you join somebody. Want that person study whether he would like to invest your time and energy on you. If you're not serious, don't you think it's a burden he's taking on his head? So similarly, you want to pass the biggest examination, life and death, to go back to Godhead. So Guru is somebody who's going to pass this exam and to go back to God's abode. That's what the Guru's business is. But then we should be serious. Otherwise, Krishna will not like to burden his pure devotee. Therefore, he will not give you faith in him. It's like a supermarket. You buy according to your capacity. But unless, therefore, I am very serious, I cannot pay the price is my seriousness. I will not get real guru. And we see today, most of the people are cheated. What can we do? There was very nice example. Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada says that there was some personality who is fit to be cheated, and the personality who is a cheater, and Krishna just combines both of them. There was somebody who wanted to purchase gold. He was wanted to pay only 10 rupees per kilo. So he went to the whole market. Now, I want to purchase gold, 10 rupees per kilo. So people started laughing. The guy is mad. It costs you lakhs per kilo. He wants 10 rupees. So one person thought, opportunity for business. Come. So what? You want gold? Yes. He kept a piece of stone on his hand. He said, this, 5 kilos, give me 50 rupees. No, because the guy is an idiot. He needs to be cheated. So similarly, there are people who fit to be cheated, and there are people who want to cheat or to take advantage of such a situation. We are to be blamed when we are cheated in spiritual life, not to put finger at anybody. Aho teja kshatriyanam manabhangam amrisyatam balo api ayam hridhatte yas samatur asat vachaha. How powerful or wonderful Kshatriyas. They cannot tolerate even a slight infringement upon their prestige. Just imagine, this boy is only a small child. That harsh words from his stepmother prove unbearable to him. So Narada is saying, look at this, this boy. Kid is a 5-year-old kid, boring. So because, the situation is, the qualification of Kshatriya is there in Bhagavad Gita. Two important qualifications: sense of prestige, not to flee from the battle. It appears that the Kshatriya blood within the body Dhruva Maharaj are naturally very active. The Brahminical Kshatriya Vaishya culture is maintained in a family. Naturally, the sons and grandsons inherit the spirit of a particular class. Therefore, according to Vedic system, the samskara reformatory system is maintained very rigidly. If one fails to observe a reformatory measure current in the family, and it immediately degraded to a lower status of life. Therefore, the samskar reformatory system is maintained very rigidly. Then what will happen? It will go to the lower status of life. You do not do that. Okay. Generally, it used to happen previously. Now it's all gone. All are Shudra class. If you're born in a doctor's house, there is a kind of atmosphere you get, even today. Similarly, Kshatriya house you're born, that's a value system, that's kind of feelings that are exhibited there. A Brahmana will not take an offense. That's qualification of Brahmana. Bhagavad Gita also Krishna talks about that again and again. But the Kshatriya cannot be on that platform. He gets hurt. If he insults a Kshatriya, he gets hurt. But a Brahmana, no, he doesn't take any offense. Narada Vacha, Nadunapi avamanam te sammanam vapi putraka lakshyamana kumarasya shaktasya kridanadishu. The great says, Narada told Dhruva, my dear boy, you're only a little boy whose attachment is to sports and other frivolities. Why are you so affected by words insulting your honor? So Narada starts. Actually, what Narada is doing is testing Dhruva Maharaj. Guru, when you go first, will test whether you are serious. Vikalpe vidyamane api nahi asantosha hetavaha pumshamoham rite bhinna yanloka nija karma vihi. So first thing he said, you're a small kid, you should be playing for some sports or something. Why you come here? My dear Dhruva, if you feel that your sense of honor has been insulted, you still have no cause of dissatisfaction. This kind of distraction, another feature illusory energy. Every delegate is controlled by his previous action. Therefore, there are different varieties of life for enjoying or suffering. With pura karma, you would have insulted somebody in a previous life. Today, somebody insulted you. Why are you getting so affected? Pratishut tatas tata tavan matre na purushaha dvapashaditam yavad vriksheshwara gatim buddha. The process of Supreme Personality of Godhead is very wonderful. One with intelligence should accept that process and be satisfied with whatever comes, favorable or unfavorable, by his will. So whatever comes, favorable or unfavorable, should accept it, not get so worked up. Now what happened? Now we have decided to undertake the mystic process of meditation under the instruction of your mother just to achieve the mercy of the Lord. But in my opinion, such austerities are not possible to an ordinary man. It is very difficult to satisfy the Supreme Personality of God. Arey, my dear Dhruva, first thing, you're just behaving like a small child. What is there? You should, children's people say so many things. They should not take seriously, correct? And the children also speak so many things. Who takes that seriously? Same thing you should do. Okay. And it's all, if you want to understand, it's all karma, because the old karma, this all has come. We should take it very with a proper sense, understand that. And it's a very difficult process. So, many years people can't be successful. Very difficult. You come back later when you're grown up. Now you're a child. You can't do it. Now you continue. After trying the process of many births and remaining unattached to mental contamination, placing themselves, continue to transfer, executing many types of austerities, many mystic yogis are unable to find the end of the path of God realization. Array, many people try. It's not such a joke to see the Lord. What you're thinking. For this reason, my dear boy, you should not endeavor for this, for it will not be successful. Better that you go home. When you're grown up, by the mercy of the Lord, you will get a chance for the mystic performance. At that time, you may execute this function. Go home, get grown up, little small kid, what you will do. So actually, his testing is seriousness. So Guru will test before giving a shelter. Guru will test. One should try to keep himself satisfied in any condition life, whether distress or happiness, which is offered of supreme will. Well, a person who endures in this way is able to cross the darkness and innocence very easily. Okay, so keep himself satisfied in any condition of life. Distress or happiness. So that's what it should be. We should maintain equanimity. Sometimes honor, dishonor, this is all part of life. Every man should act like this. Whether he meets a person more qualified than himself, he should be very pleased. When he meets a person less qualified than himself, he should be compassion. When he meets someone equal to me, he make friendship. In this way, one is not affected by threefold miseries of the material world. But it's not like that. If somebody more qualified, become envious. Somebody less qualified, he make fun of him. That's how the world is. He said, no, don't be like that. Somebody more qualified and more pleased. Meet less qualified, he should be compassion. When he meets equal, he should make friendship. So have proper dealings in the world, you'll be peaceful. Opposite, when you're more qualified, we become envious. Less qualified, we deride him. Somewhere equal, we become proud of our activities. We show him, I'm this. These are all cause mental disturbances. So behave properly, you'll be peaceful. Now, what does Dhruva say? Dhruva Maharaj said, my dear Naraji, for a person whose heart is disturbed, mental condition, happiness, distress, whatever you have kindly explained for eternal peace of mind is certainly very good instruction. You have given good instruction, Gurudev. But as far as I am concerned, I am covered by ignorance. And this kind of philosophy does not touch my heart. I can't hear this. I want revenge. My dear Lord, I'm very impotent, not accepting. I know it's correct, but I can't accept. Not my fault. Due to my having born in a Kshatriya family, my step on the Suruchi has pierced my heart with harsh word. If a valuable instruction doesn't stand in my heart, my blood of Kshatriya is running in this body. I cannot take this. Oh Lord Brahman, I want to occupy a position more exalted than yet achieved within the three worlds by anyone, even my fathers and grandfathers, great-grandfather Brahma also. If you oblige, kindly advise me of the honest path to follow by which I can achieve the goal of my life. My dear Lord, you are a worthy son of Lord Brahma and you can travel playing on your musical instrument, the veena, of the welfare of the entire universe. You are like the sun which rotates the universe for the benefit of all the living beings. The sage Maitreya continued, the great personality Narad Muni, upon hearing the word Dhruva Maharaj, became very compassionate. That's all. Chalo, small boy is determined. You want to see Krishna. That's wonderful. Chalo, I'll help you. In order to show him causeless mercy, gave him the following expert advice. Okay, so tomorrow we continue on this. So many good lessons, seeing these beautiful pastimes. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.